One of the biggest what-ifs in recent NBA history is what was going to happen to the Brooklyn Nets if the trio of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden stayed together. Obviously, things didn't work out. James Harden ended up on the Philadelphia 76ers, where he is currently seeking a trade for them, most likely to play for the Los Angeles Clippers with 1 year left on his contract. However, we'll see what happens if he actually will get traded to the Clippers or if he's going to remain with the Sixers next season. Kyrie Irving is currently a member of the Dallas Mavericks. He recently signed a 3 year contract with them this offseason to play with Luka Doncic under Mark Cuban. And Kevin Durant is currently a member of the Phoenix Suns alongside Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. They have a really good team going forward. This upcoming season, while the Brooklyn Nets are led by Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson and Spencer Dinwiddie once again. However, this is not what the simulation is going to be. The simulation is going to be what if Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden decide to stay together and stick through it all with the Brooklyn Nets. Yo, what's going on, guys? KG Presents back at with another video, and I'm here to see what would happen. So the lineup is the exact same roster as what the 2022-23 Nets started off with this season, except James Harden is now on the roster. Ben Simmons and Seth Curry, who were acquired via the trade that occurred at the deadline, are currently back on the Sixers. Nick Claxton is here. We got TJ Warren, who signed offseason, Joe Harris, Watanabe, Sumner, O'Neal, Cam Thomas. The same roster, except the only change is that the Harden trade was reversed. So the lineup this season is James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal, Nicholas Claxton. Off the bench, we're gonna have TJ Warren, Yuta Watanabe, Joe Harris, and Edmund Sumner. Let's see what 2K thinks of the Brooklyn Nets heading in this season with the Big Three reunited. At the All-Star break here, James Harden is a All-Star captain. Kyrie Irving made it as a reserve, and Kevin Durant is also an All-Star starter. So good for the three of them. However, we're only 30 and 22. This is currently the 5th seed out in the Eastern Conference. Honestly, I thought we would be a bit better than this. Obviously, you have the best big three in the league at this point in time, but 2K saying otherwise. I think the bench is a bit of an issue, but we're gonna simulate and see what happens here. Yeah. Luka ends up being your MVP, averaging 35 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists a game. That's a great season for him. Jabari Smith Jr., Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond, Sixth Man. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Jones wins Most Improved Player. We have James Harden is on the All-NBA First Team. We'll be checking out the player stats in just a moment here. And he's the only member of the Big Three here on the Brooklyn Nets to make an All-NBA team. Player stats, we have Brook Lopez on the roster. Somehow, I have no idea. The CPU must have traded. CPU must have traded for him. I had no issues handling this. But Brook Lopez is here on the Nets now. James Harden. James Harden this season averaged 25 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists a game. Very good for him. Durant 24 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Kyrie Irving 24 points, 3 Kyrie Irving, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists a game. That's exactly what you're expecting from him. TJ Warren had 12 points a game. I mean, that's okay. Brook Lopez had 12 points a game as well. Claxton had actually the same amount of points and rebounds, 10.8. Good for him. Watanabe had 6, but did he shoot well from 3? He did 43% from 3, so he was incredible this season for the Nets. Joe Harris, he took a step back, 39% this season, so it wasn't his best. Compared to his other seasons here in the Brooklyn Nets uniform. Cam Thomas did all right. But let's see, checking out the standings here, we are the 8th seed in the play-in game. Wow, 44 and 38. This is not the season that I was expecting at all from the Brooklyn Nets here. And let's just see what happens. We're going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers, and I can't say that I expect us to win against these teams because in reality we should win. I mean, look at who we have on the roster here. Harden, Kyrie, Durant, even Claxton. We've got Brook Lopez on the roster too, but apparently things are just not working out. But something with the playing game, and we end up losing that game, but we get another chance against the Raptors, and we end up losing as well to the Toronto Raptors. So that's just not what you're looking for, and unfortunately, I have no control over this. So the Brooklyn Nets technically didn't even make the full-on playoffs here in the NBA Finals. It's going to be the Pelicans and the Pacers. I don't think anyone expected this. Tyrese Halliburton as your Finals MVP. What in the world? Not realistic at all, in my opinion. But that's what 2K predicts would have happened this season if James Harden was still in the Brooklyn Nets. And now I fully expect James Harden, he would have left this offseason here. And that's what I expect is going to happen here. So it looks like even here on 2K that the even here on 2K that Durant, Kyrie, and Harden just didn't seem to work out. I feel like they all had their issues with the team and everything. I think they weren't able to fully work together, and if they were able to do that, I think they could have won a championship. Or of course, Kevin Durant was inches away from hitting that three, tying the game against the Milwaukee Bucks there. But things don't always work out. See what happens. Durant probably is best position here this season to win a ring with the Phoenix Suns. Harden, we'll see what happens with him with the Clippers Sixers situation. And Kyrie Irving, I don't think he's going to win on the Mavericks, but you never know. If you enjoyed the video, please share, like, subscribe for future content. Brooklyn Nets and the big three of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden will always be one of the biggest what ifs in NBA history.